Hi everyone, nice to see you, and importantly it's nice to be seen. Well, today I am going to be doing another review of, believe it or not, my trousers, which are the Fjallraven Vidda Pro Trousers. Now, I've had these for some time and I'd just like to share with you what I think about them. So, are they a good bushcraft trousers? Stay tuned and you'll find out. I've been wearing these for a while now, and I think I'm ready to sort of review them and give my honest opinion what I think of them. So what I'm going to do first of all is that I'm going to look at certain parts of the trousers and talk about those individually. But first, I would like to start with this very ingenious idea here. What they got on the bottom of the trousers here is they've got these lovely little buckles, brass buckles, and what you do with those is that you clip them in to whether you want them tight or loose. What you do on the end here, it's got this brass hook here that hooks on your boots there, and that acts as some sort of like a gaiter, which I think is an ingenious idea. I mean, that way you can just literally keep that tight. If you prefer it tight, if you like it loose, then obviously you loosen it off. I like to keep mine a little bit tight, so it just keeps it nice and sort of tight to my leg, which I like anyway. Obviously that's on both of them, so that's a very ingenious idea, very clever, I must admit. I've never seen another pair of trousers like that. Saying that, they probably are. So we're going to move up to the knee area, and the knee area is very clever. It's got its double fabric, and it's got a hole in the bottom there for a knee pad. Put a knee pad in there, it's sewn on the side there, so it sticks on the side, and that stops that falling out. The reason they do that, because if you add it in the top, when you bend your knee, periodically the pad sometimes want to push out the top. So a lot of these are a bit like work trousers, so you put them in the bottom, and if you're kneeling a lot, you might want to get the pad to go in there. I haven't, because I just haven't. So that is really cool too. So these are based on almost like a working trouser, plus the concept obviously of being an outdoor. It's not a working trouser, obviously, it's an outdoor trouser, but the concept of what they've done is very similar to a good quality working trousers. And let's face it, you are working with them when you're outside anyway. So that's them two sorted out. Okay, so now we need to talk about pockets. Okay, and these trousers have got quite some big pockets on them. Okay, let's start this side, on our right side. So we've got a nice side pocket here, which is quite big itself. It's very spacious. I just got some odds and bits and bobs in there. But what's really cool with this pocket is that you've got a mesh divider in there that would allow you, I mean, I've got some money in mine, but you could put keys in there or anything you want to keep separated, and then that goes down quite a way. That's quite a ways in there. So you've got that pocket, that's pretty big in itself. You might want to put your mobile phone, say, in there. Okay, so that's that pocket. And on this side we've got two pockets. First of all, we've got this one, which is slightly smaller. I've got a GoPro in there, a piece of paper. So that's got my hand in it. That's right to the bottom. So the pocket stops on that black piece of material here, and it's there. So it's about that big. I'll put my hand in there. See? So that's a nice size pocket. Again, you know, put whatever in there. So that's how I've got a spare GoPro for mine. I like to keep these fastened up just in case something pops out, and I mean, why not? I mean, they got, as you can see by the button there, it's got the fox on it from the Fjallraven logo. So this pocket here is, this how big this pocket is. It's a mat pocket, look. So that fits right in there. That's how big that is. So that goes right down to the bottom. So I always assume that this is designed for a map due to the fact that it takes a map. I mean, it is massive, huge. I mean, it goes, I put my hand in there and my watch went, well, I can't get my hand, there you go, my watch has disappeared. So that gives you an idea of how deep that pocket is. Again, it's that wide and it's that deep. That's a deep pocket. I say, it swallows a map easily. I like that pocket, very handy. And on the side here, which is a very ingenious idea, apparently this is supposed to be for an axe. You put an axe through there, you undo this one here and it drops out the bottom. I personally don't like to do that because I find an axe after a while starts to sort of sag down in there. But what it is good for is that if you take your saw and that just pops in there like that and it doesn't go anywhere, that sits really comfortable in there, which I must admit I use that all the time for that when I'm out and about. Always got a saw on me then. So, and then the other pockets, we got one at either side, which is just your normal pockets, you know, mobile phones, keys. So that again, but these are nice. There's a nice size, very nice size. I mean, they go down to there, so it's a big pocket, very good. But they don't have pockets on the rear here, which is, it's different. But I mean, do you need pockets on the back? If you've got a big rucksack on, your rucksack sits down here, you probably don't want them on there. And what they've done is they've reinforced it again with this black material. So on here, everywhere you see the black material is actually reinforced. So you've got a reinforced bottom area, which I think is quite good because that, you know, helps wear and tear. You get more miles out of it. So that's all the pockets covered. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which in my eyes is more than enough, more than enough. So okay, so that's the pocket sorted. Okay, so one other thing that I'd like to mention is that the zip on here is a YKK zip, which means it's a good quality zip. Obviously YKK are probably looked at as probably some of the better zips in the clothing and coats and everything. If you see a top brand, it's always got a YKK on it. Right, with the belt here, they've got loads of loops on it. The belt holes are loads of loops. So about, I'd say 4 inches apart all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8. And that's more than what you normally regularly get on a pair of jeans and whatever. So they're pretty close together compared to a standard one, and they work pretty well. I'm really pleased with them. More than enough there, which is pretty cool. So what material is it? Well, it's their famous G1000, which is 65% polyester and 35 cotton, which I like that. I mean, I didn't know what I thought about that to sort of start with, but it is a good material combination. And what's good about these particular working trousers, or these trousers in the Vidda ones, is that they've got wax and paraffin, what they call it, the green land wax that they penetrate with it, which I'll show you later. And that's impregnated into the material, and that helps with the durability. Obviously it makes it slightly water resistant. It's not waterproof, they're water resistant. The less wax you have, the more breathable it is. And these do dry incredibly quickly, which makes them a fantastic hiking trousers. I mean, if you're out in the hills and these do get wet, obviously you've got a pair of waterproof trousers you put over the top, but if you do get caught out with these will dry quickly. And I don't know about you, but that's a massive bonus when you're outside. It's nothing worse wearing cotton trousers or a material that's not going to dry quickly very uncomfortable. Okay, so let's talk about re-waxing our trousers quickly. So if you want to re-wax your trousers, because obviously these come pre-waxed and ready for use out of the bag, so to speak, but if you want to re-wax them yourself, which is really straightforward, if you want me to do a video on that, leave a comment obviously below and I will gladly do that for you. But just quickly going over it, what you do is you purchase yourself some of this green land wax, right? And all that is literally just a bar of wax and paraffin, okay? And then what you do is you rub it on your trousers. Obviously I do it in sections. You just rub it on your trousers so it impregnates. I'm not going to rub it hard obviously because I don't want to do it in the woods. So what you do is you put, obviously you wipe it on your trousers, and you get I use a hairdryer. You can use an iron, but I would prefer to use a hairdryer. And what you do is you heat it up, the wax melts into the material, job done. And if you do that all over the trousers quite regularly, you will keep them water resistant to a certain degree. But if you don't want that, obviously you don't have to add that. So if you don't like the waxy feel, all you got to do is wash them twice in 40-degree water, and that would pretty much wash it all out. But I personally would recommend this if you're looking at wanting to wear them without wanting to take your waterproof trousers with you. So that's all you do is you buy some of this. You can buy it on eBay, you know. I did. So let me just go through that one again. Easy as. So the Fjallraven Vidda Pro Trousers, what do I think of them? Yeah, I really like them. They're very comfortable. They are Swedish, probably at their best, and everybody knows that that is a top company. They are expensive at £145 in the UK. I have seen them going cheaper than that if you look into places like Cotswold Outdoors in the UK, and if you're lucky enough to be on their mailing list, you can get 20% off, which obviously knocks the price down quite a lot. They're not made in Sweden, they're made in Vietnam, which, you know, no biggie for me. I mean, as long as the quality remains there, and it does, and they are a company that swears by their product, and it is for their workers there. Even though they're an expensive trousers, they are boasting upon that their workers are they get a fair wage for what they do. In my eyes, again, that's pretty good. So it's a win-win situation for everybody there. So I would recommend these over a cheaper pair, in respect these are going to last a lot longer. In the day we used to wear army surplus trousers, and that was all there was about then. And they were pretty good, but these are excellent. I am not saying that I bought them myself, I wasn't given them, so this is my own opinion. They're dead comfortable, and one thing I must point out, that they do seem to sit funny on you, but the reason they do that is because when you bend any part of your legs there, they're not tight. When you move around in them, you move around in them freely. They're designed to not restrict you anyway. So if I go down like that, everything is not pulling on me, it's all in the right place. If I stand up, as you can see, the knees are a little bit out there, but that is literally designed to do that. These are so comfortable in every way. I would recommend them, and I would buy them, as I have. So with that said, get up there, do some bushcraft in your new Vidda trousers, pro trousers nevertheless. Catch you later, guys.